All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Drewski, Andrew, if you want to talk, if you want to call me Andrew, whatever. It is another episode of the InCite Tonight Show. Thank you for tuning in to all the other episodes. I appreciate you. I have a special guest that's with us right now. He's a legend in my opinion. I've been watching him when I was, in the early mid-thousand days. He was doing his thing, representing. When it comes to the visuals, when it comes to all that type of stuff, when you see him, when you know about him, when I say the name, you're gonna know who he is. It's Mr. MWorks himself.
My guy.
Oh my goodness, brother. It feels good. It is a pleasure to have you, brother.
Appreciate you having me on the show, bro.
It's a definite honor, man. Like, I don't think you understand. I've been watching your work, watching your craft. To me, you're like one of the visual legends in the city, in my opinion. One of the like, up and rising local visual legends, because the body of work that you've done and the consistency of it is crazy. But before we even get into that, let's start off by asking, like, who is MWorks? Because people don't really know MWorks. Who is MWorks?
That's a good question. I get a lot of interesting questions that people ask me, but that's one that, I wish people ask me more. You know what I mean? To really just get to know the person behind the visuals.
Yeah.
But MWorks is me. The M stands for my name, Matt. The work stands for pretty much what I stand for. And I vividly remember when I was trying to come up with like a production name. Like, I didn't want something that was too common, like productions, like M Productions or M Visuals. So I was thinking, what's something that would be kind of like different and stand out? So one of my favorite animation companies, DreamWorks, I got it from that. And I was just looking at just different brands that I really related to, and I saw DreamWorks, I was just thinking about DreamWorks, and I said, MWorks. I haven't seen any companies in the city with the works behind the name, so put it together. I liked how it sounded. I brought it up with my friends, and they said yes, cool. So that's how I got the name. Wow. But to really answer your question, who is MWorks? I started off doing video production. Mainly, a lot of people know me from my come up off music videos.
Yep.
Still very passionate about that. I still love shooting music videos, but over the years I've been transitioning a lot into filmmaking, transitioning into teaching, running workshops. And animation has also been a super strong passion of mine as well too. But just because I was so busy with video production coming up, I didn't have as much time to focus on my animation craft as I wanted to. But now, probably in the last like 3 or 4 years, I've been able to really dive into that skill.
Yeah.
While still on my come up years, I was still able to kind of incorporate my animation style into my videos. And I feel like that's kind of where I got a little bit of my style from, like the style that kind of stood out to a lot of people. Some of the little animations, super subtle things.
Yeah.
But that would just really make someone's video pop. So just kind of combining my animation side with the cinematic side and putting them together is how I just came up with my style. So that's MWorks. MWorks is someone that's consistently growing, someone that just is just brimming with ideas and just goals and things that I want to accomplish. I mean, I tell my friends, like from last summer, my mind was already on like this year. Like I was already thinking about things and the goals that I wanted to accomplish for this year. You know what I mean? So it's kind of cliche when like a new year comes around and it's like, yeah, new year, new me. Like I can't wait for this year. But really my mind's been on 2024 from like summertime. Like we're outside in shorts and t-shirts, and my mind is on what I'm gonna be doing this year coming up. So
that's the hustle.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be on the show with you, and just happy to really just get into it, get back to this work.
Bro, trust me, man. And it's funny because like when you brought up the music videos, I don't think you understand. Like you've been like one of the visual pioneers when it comes to the visual work of music videos. Like a lot of like known artists has been under your belt because of, and they gotten, I don't know if they paid homage to you, but I'm gonna pay the homage because I see your visuals when it comes to, the music and like, how do you even get into that? Like when you hear their music, like what goes through your head? Like, do you already have something set before they give you the music, or do you have conversations with them? Like, how do you tap into that?
So it either goes 3 ways. It's either one, the artist already has the whole video planned out. They know exactly what they want to do, where they want to shoot their whole concept. Or it could either be they'll come with the song and they'll be like, let me know what you think, let me know what you want to do, and then I'll kind of take full control and just point out the locations that we should do and the concepts. And then 3, it's the combination of both. Like they'll share their ideas, I'll share my ideas, and we'll just bring them together. So it's either they already have it all planned out, or they'll let me just take full control, or we just collaborate on the ideas. It either goes one of those 3 ways.
What do you feel comfortable with out of those 3? Because I know like those 3 ways, they're all great ways, but sometimes there's some disadvantages in some of them. Which element from those 3 do you enjoy more?
I definitely would say I enjoy the collaboration side more,
Okay.
but it's always good when the artist has like a general idea of what they want to do for their song, and then I can kind of add on to it on different locations and whatnot. But yeah, I'd probably say, you know what, another thing, it also depends on if I'm really feeling the song.
That's what I was bringing up.
Yeah, because if I'm really feeling the song, then it's a lot easier for me to like brainstorm a concept to that. Whether as if it's a song that, you know, maybe doesn't sound the best sonically, it's much easier if they already have an idea of what they want to do, and I can just kind of add on with my creative taste to that.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go tap into a little bit, but we're gonna go on a commercial break. So we're gonna be right back with a little voices from our sponsors and some commercials with MWorks. We'll be back in a bit. Come on.
My man. Speech. First of all, I want to thank my connect, the most important person with all due respect. Thanks to the duffel bag, the brown paper bag, the Nike shoe box for holding all this cash. Boys in blue who agreed before the badge. The first pusher who ever made the stash. The rock boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling I'm feeling like. Thanks to the lames, bad aim. Thanks to a little change, I tore you out the cane. Bullet wounds will stop your buffoonery. Thanks to the pastor rapping at your eulogy. To little Kim and them, you know the women friend who carry the work cross state for a gentleman. Yeah, thanks to all the hustlers, and most importantly you, the customer. The rock boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling I'm feeling like. You don't even gotta bring your paper out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house. The rock boys in the building tonight. Look at how I'm chilling, I'm killing this ice. You don't even gotta bring your purses out. We the dope boys of the year. Drinks is on the house.
And we're back with MWorks. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to the commercials. Always like to give the little shout outs, you know, at the end of the day. They showing their love, so we gotta show our love to them. We back with MWorks right now. Like I said, greatly appreciated of having you here. What motivated you to do this? Because you said you've been doing it for years. When you do it for years, I know for a fact that it can stem from something, from a family member, or you watch somebody do it. So what motivated you to be like, I want to take this journey and take it to the next level?
It's a good question. I feel like that would be a combination of a few things. One would just be having a strong passion for film and just enjoying what I do. 2, just doing things because there's a lot of people that are not here to live out their dreams. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So just kind of waking up and just grabbing life by the horns and just taking advantage of the day that we have and just the opportunity that we have being where we are.
Facts.
And then motivation, I would also say just like looking up to other directors that I really have a respect for their passion and seeing them do things to the highest degree, and to seeing other people, seeing my friends do their things, living to the highest degree, doing their art or whatever their craft is or whatever their goals are, and just seeing them working towards it. Seeing my friends just achieving things. Really, that's a very big motivational factor for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say those would be the main things. I don't want to miss an important motivational factor and then look back on this interview like, oh, how could I forget the most important motivational piece for me? But yeah, it's really just a combination of just having things that I want to accomplish for myself and achieve for myself. Being passionate about what I'm doing, I feel like that's the most important part, no matter what it is that
Absolutely.
you're setting yourself out to do.
Absolutely.
And and really just having idols and having role models that kind of keep you going, you know, whenever you get discouraged. So just having like a good circle of whether it be people that you know personally or whether it be people that you watch on the internet, TV, or whatever, people that just keep you going, keep you motivated. That's very important to have in your day-to-day life to keep you motivated.
Was there a show, a sitcom, or something that you saw on TV that made you say you wanted to do it?
Video production in general?
Yeah, just like in general, like you said, like, you know, one of your favorite animes, like anime productions was like DreamWorks. So like, was there like a particular show? Like, for example, for me, what got me into the entertainment thing was like The Rock. You know, because when I seen him on stage and I seen his presence and how he can shake the room, I'm like, yo, I wanted to get into that, just to hold the mic and just be that guy. So was there a show, or rather be an anime show or a real life show, where you're like, yo, I want to do this? Like, have you ever had that? Or it was just like, you had that from before even looking at stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't think there was like a particular show that made me say I want to get into this. Okay. Although I am a huge fan of a lot of TV shows from real life dramas to animes and animation.
Yeah.
Huge fan of animation. But I don't think it was one particular show that made me say, this is what I want to do. Yeah, but I still am a huge consumer of media and film, so maybe subconsciously those things kind of played something in my mind to motivate me, you know, indirectly. But no, I don't think it was one specific series or a movie that put a flash on in my head and say, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, you know?
Have you ever had production block? I know there's like a writer's block, but you ever had a production block where you kind of got stuck and didn't know how to get out of it?
For sure, yeah, for sure.
And how do you get yourself out of it?
Sure, I just like to take some time off, really. I feel like that's the best way, to take a little break. Go out, do something that you enjoy, I feel like. Sometimes I'm fortunate enough that when I get burnt out, it doesn't last too quickly. Like even in the process of me just like writing this sequel to my film that I released a few times, I had just like kind of like a burnout where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a week off and then, you know, put it aside for a day. And then maybe the next day comes and like that burnout's completely gone. So I was like, okay, maybe I didn't need the week, and I'm kind of right back into it.
Yeah.
So for my advice would really just be take some time off. And also inquire your friends, see what they think about your ideas that you got going on so far. That's one of the best ways you could solve your problem. But just make sure that the friends aren't just giving you and telling you advice or being yes men just for the sake of making you feel better. You know, so that's very important. I'm fortunate that I have friends that will critique me and won't care about if what they have to say is going against my vision for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I won't say get rid of the yes men, but when it comes to your creative side, those are not the people that you want in your circle.
Yep. I agree with that. I respect that. So we're gonna go on one more commercial break, and we're gonna be right back from a words from our sponsors with the dog, the homie, MWorks. We gonna be right back. I have like one or two quick questions to ask you, and I know this is gonna be a little bit, you know, off the head, but I like doing it. What could you tell young people that are watching this that want to do what you're doing or try to do what you're doing, but feel discouraged, feel demotivated, or want to just get there? What would your advice be to them?
I would say definitely just try doing something start off with just doing something that you love, you know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily have to be for someone else. You could just kind of create content on your own, depending on what it is that you're trying to do. But definitely get into something that you enjoy doing. If it's filming and you like shooting skateboarding videos, go shoot your friends doing skateboarding videos. If you like, if you don't have any friends that skate, go get some skateboarding videos off the internet and edit that. If you don't have the content yourself, or if it's too cold where you're at and there's no one skating, as an example. Just really utilize the internet too. I would definitely say that, as cliche as it sounds, but there's just so much opportunities and so much creative influence that you could get just from searching what it is that you want to do. And another thing I would say to those that are just really that may feel discouraged, when you're not creating, just try and do some studying on the content that you want to get into or you're looking to get into. You know, whether you're a book person, whether you're a podcast person, whether you just want to watch someone just, messing around on the internet doing whatever, as long as it's something that you could learn from. I'm the type of person, I like to play videos back in slow motion just to kind of study the frames. I don't even care about the audio sometimes or whatever is going on. I just want to study the videos. So no matter what it is, if it's a book, it's a podcast, audio, video, just try and find a source that you could learn from and stay inspired by.
And if you could talk to how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
33.
Okay. Oh, you and me the same age. Jesus, my take.
When's your birthday?
October.
I'm December.
Jeez.
Yes.
All right. You know, October is a liver month.
So you know how it is. Your birthdays are always cold.
Always
unless you're
cold.
somewhere else.
You know what I'm
It's always
saying?
gonna have a cold birthday.
The weather outside in my birthday is brisk.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the iced tea. Brisk. Brisk.
Shit, same boat.
If you had to talk to your 15-year-old self right now, if you could look at that camera and that was your 15-year-old self, what would you tell that 15-year-old self right now?
Oh shoot, I would tell myself just like keep going. Don't stray away from the track that you're on right now. Everything will work itself out eventually. I don't think there's anything I would say to do differently. I would probably just say keep going. Just whatever you're doing, just go even harder. But probably the main thing, if I had literally one line to say to my 15-year-old self, I would just say stay on the track that you're at and it's all gonna work out. I don't think I would offer any advice on try and do this more or do this less. Yeah.
I respect that. I always like to ask those questions. I feel like when you reach a certain age, you always like to look at your younger self, and you always want to like say something to your younger self. I do that sometimes when I look in the mirror every day. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that question I always like to ask people just to hear their response. So it was definitely a pleasure to have you on this show. Please make sure you give me the link. We're gonna put his stuff at the bottom. You should already be following him, but we're gonna have his stuff at the bottom with all the links so you can see what he's doing, whether it be short films, animation, everything to come, because he has big things. I've already seen it. It's big things coming. So we're gonna have it down here. But before we go, we're gonna do a little quick game. I always like to do a little quick game, relax the people even more, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
All right, so we going to do something called Keep That, Nice That. Yeah, you see, you know about this one, you know what I'm saying? You've done a lot of filming, but you haven't seen a man do this type of thing before. So Keep That Nice That is pretty simple. I'm gonna give you different words. If you like it and that's what you do, and rather you do it, you like it, and you enjoy it, you say keep it. If it's garbage, if it needs, nice that.
Yeah.
Simple as that. All right. So I'm gonna give you 10, and we'll see where it goes from there. All right. Warner Brothers.
Keep that.
All right.
Classics.
Okay.
Classics on classics.
All right. TVO Kids.
Keep that.
Respectfully.
Classics.
Respectfully. Fairly Odd Parents. And be honest. I want you to be honest. Don't...
Sure, I've seen so many episodes. I gotta say, keep that. That's a part of my childhood.
Okay.
That's a part of my childhood for sure.
Going to Hawaii.
Nice that.
Okay. Respectfully. Ray and Nephew.
Nice that.
Ah, Jesus. Smoke. We're gonna allow it. Caribbean food.
Keep that for sure.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
I was a little bit nervous, guys, because you said nice that, I'd be a little nervous.
Yeah, that's
just
crazy.
a tad.
See, if you started bringing up which place.
Yeah, that's where we
then
get
we could say
technical.
we keep that nice that,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
That's another episode.
I was
That's
gonna.
another
Oh
episode.
no, we can put it right now. We can say Jamaican food. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was talking specific restaurants.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
then you
Oh,
say
yeah.
keep that nice that. You know what I mean? So
I
yeah.
already know which one you're gonna say nice, but we're not gonna put you under the bus, respectfully. We're not gonna put you under the bus. I'm not gonna do that. All right. And one more for the culture. One more for the culture. I'm going to say beef patties.
Me personally, I'm gonna have to say nice.
Oh my God.
I don't eat beef. That's the only reason
Okay,
why.
okay, that's fair.
I don't
That's
eat
fair.
beef.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's fair. 'cause you
Asked
say
me
you
a
don't
couple
eat
years
beef.
ago. I'm like, yeah, keep that.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
for
know
sure.
what? It's because you're on that lifestyle. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
allow
yeah.
the nice that. Well, yo, it's definitely a pleasure to have you. Thank
Bro,
you for coming.
Happy to be on the show, bro.
Yo, I
Pleasure.
always like to give people their flowers. So shout out to you for always paving the way for local artists to do their thing. Shout out to you to actually continue to do what you're doing at a high level, and never giving up on the work that you've been doing. Make sure you follow him. You should be following him, but make sure you do. Links are down there below. Okay. And this is another episode of the InCite Tonight Show. Put a little insight in your life. Are you dumb? And that's
That's it. A pleasure to be on the show, my brother. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. Seriously,
sir.
bro. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Juicy Entertainer. Thank you for coming to another episode of the InCite Late Night Show. Make sure you subscribe. Not saying it again. Make sure you subscribe. See, you made me say it again. I don't like you for that.